Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over my January household debt update. So we're just going to jump right on into the numbers and talk about all of the things. And then we're also going to be looking at our net worth for January as well. So for our household debt, we have three debts. We have Chase, Discover, and our water treatment. We're not including our mortgage because this is not really like a mortgage payoff. Right now, we're just focused on getting rid of all of the other unnecessary debts, except outside of our mortgage. So we're first going to start off with the beginning numbers, and this was just coming from December. So for December, Chase was at $12,712.38. Discover was at $12,756.87. And our water treatment system was at 7739.52. And so we are starting off the year, and so I'm just going to put this here at 33,208.77. If you guys haven't already checked out my debt strategy, I talked about how I plan on paying off my debt. So please go ahead and check that out. It is in the description box below in my budgeting playlist. And I go into a little bit more debt about that. So over here are the minimum payments for the debts that we have. And so we're going to talk about what we did. Chase is on a 0% interest until like June, and then everything else is on interest. So for Chase, we put 360.69. That was the budget, and that was also the principal. And there was, of course, no interest because it's on 0% interest. So that brings us down to $12,351.69. Chase is not my, um, what is the word? It is not my debt that I am working on. I'm actually working on paying off my Discover card fulls. And I just did that really quickly because it made more sense to try and pay off this Discover card with all of this massive interest on it. While even though I'm not paying towards Chase, it's not receiving any interest. And based on my goal, I should actually finish paying off Discover, fingers crossed, by time Chase would just be going into interest bearing, and then at least I already have one debt paid off, and then I'm fully using my 251 along with my 115 plus whatever extra monies to pay off that Chase card, and it's just less like hectic. Then for Discover, altogether, if my math is mathing, because we'll see, I put $6,010.56 towards Discover. For principal, 5779.23 went to the principal, and for interest, we had $231.33 go to interest. So that brings me down to $6,977.64, y'all. I'm gonna figure it out, but we gonna pay this thing off. Okay, we gonna pay it off. January was a good month, y'all. It was a good month. And then for our water treatment, it's just the regular payment of 107.86, and we had $30.07 go towards the principal, and then $77.79 go to interest. This is terrible because the interest is not that bad. It's 11%, and that's a lot, but we're working on it. We're working on it, you guys. So in all, I budgeted $6,479.11 towards debt. Principal came out to $6,169.99. And just kind of looking at this is not as terrible, but only $309.12 of all of that money went towards interest. So for this month, we're ending off our debt at 27,038 and 78 cents. Y'all, that was an 18% um decrease from last month to this month. And can I just say my goal for the whole 3 months was to pay off 15% of my debt, and I'm already paid off at 18. So I already met my goal, y'all. I already met my goal. So we'll plug this in here, which is 27,038.78, and we're already 15% of the way for our overall debt. So we are looking good, y'all, in the debt column. And so now we are going to go to our net worth tracker. You guys have probably seen this with my personal debt. I showed y'all, I think, like 2 months in 2024 with our household, and then we're starting fresh for January. So let's talk about the numbers, y'all. So first, we're going to look at our assets. It's broken down based on cash, savings, and investments. So we are going to look at our checking account. So that is going to be what's in our operating account. And we're looking at 4824.21, and that is like our month ahead. Oh, I should put this on here. I'm actually doing this like on the last day of the month. Y'all won't see it on that day, but that's just when I'm doing it. But this is just what is currently in our checking account, and our spending account is going to be at 204.47, and our spending accounts are our cashless sync our cashless spending accounts on our debit card that we use for our everyday spending. We actually had a good chunk of money to be rolling over. I don't think I've rolled over that much money after the month that we had, but I did very good on our spending, especially because I've been using our debit card for all of our spending and no credit card. So I was definitely being very intentional about how we were spending our money. So for cash on hand, we have $5,028.68. Now we're going to go to our savings. So our savings are broken down between our sinking funds and our savings. I did pay out a lot this month, and I will be showing you guys a video of our sinking funds, how much was put in there, how much we spent, and where we're ending off the month. But you guys will have a sneak peek here. But our sinking funds is at 1733.65. I did pay out my car insurance for 6 months, and then also our HOA that turned out to not stay the same price but go up quite a bit. But they were paid out fully in cash, and we did not have to get into any kind of credit card debt to pay it off. And y'all, that is the goal, okay? That is the goal. And then we have just our actual savings that money doesn't really come out of, and that is 1405.35. And this goal is, y'all, every month, especially for savings, I want to see this number go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Okay. So for our savings, we have $3,139. And now we're going to go over to our investments. Our house is an investment. And as of the moment, it is worth 327,400. We do not have a brokerage right now. We're actually taking a pause on that, so this will be zero unless something like drastic changes over the course of the year. So right now, we have a positive net worth of 3,000 or $335,567.68. Now we're going to go plug in the liabilities, which we all hate, but this is just where we are. So Chase is going to be at $12,351.69. Discover will be at $977.64. And as I say that, y'all, that number looks real funky. 6977.64. Okay. Just making sure I was right. So for credit card debts, we have $19,329.33. And then we're going to look at loans. Now, even though we're not worried about paying down the loan because we're using the house as leverage as an asset, we also do need to minus that by how much the house we still owe on the house. So, like if we had to sell it, whatever the difference was, is what we would really gain. And that would be a true part of our net worth. So for my home, we still owe 232, 568 and 26 cents, which to me is not that bad because technically I want to say we bought the house for like 272. So that's about 40,000 that we've paid off in just about 4 years. So that's not bad for not even like putting extra money to it. Now I'm like interested to see what that looks like. 40,000 divided, let's just say four. So we pay about 10,000 off each year. Not bad at all. And then we have our water treatment, and that is at 7709.45. Oops, 45. Once again, this number looks funky, so I just need to make sure I'm writing in the right number. Okay, so that is it, you guys. Um, um, okay. So for our loans, we are looking at, okay, sorry, y'all. For our loans, we are looking at $240,277.71. Okay. But with all of that being said, y'all, we still have a positive net worth of $75,960.64. And that makes me feel good, y'all. That really does make me feel good. Now, we won't see anything here because there's nothing for this first thing to kind of like look back on. But as we go through the months, we'll be able to see how we are paying down on debt, saving up more money, and doing all of the things, you guys. But that was our January update. We had a good month and we want to continue to have good months and get rid of this debt sooner rather than later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, oh, I do just want to say, we're not going to have a month every month of a $6,000 payment. Okay. We were blessed this month. And so we used that blessing to make sure that we were paying down debt, y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.